Welcome to Descent into the Rabbit Hole, hosted by me, Hawk. Please be advised, this podcast covers unsettling theories, conspiracies, and mysterious events. Sensitive listeners should proceed with caution. This show is not intended for the faint-hearted. Each episode examines topics ranging from government cover-ups to inexplicable phenomena, encouraging listeners to question their assumptions and explore perspectives beyond the ordinary. So, if you are prepared to look deeper and confront the unknown, let's begin. Imagine that out there, somewhere in the cosmos, there exists a species that doesn't just observe us, they revere us. Well, today I want to introduce you to the Zhal'vians, an extraterrestrial species who has been visiting Earth for over 100,000 years. These beings don't just see us as another intelligent life form. To them, we are divine. Humanity is the manifestation of cosmic will, a species destined for greatness. And their belief in us, as strange as it sounds, might just teach us something extraordinary about ourselves. The Zhal'vians come from a distant planet called Zhal'thel, a world orbiting a star nearing the end of its life. Their environment is harsh and otherworldly. Crystal forests and metallic sands stretch endlessly under skies that shift between twilight and total darkness. For millennia, they struggled to survive. But through unity, ingenuity, and technological mastery, they transcended their limitations, transforming their dying planet into a sanctuary of peace and contemplation. They look surprisingly like us, elegant, androgynous beings with skin tones that range from dark olive to alabaster. And they have luminous eyes that reflect their introspective nature. Their similarity to us is one of the many reasons that they believe humanity is something special, something sacred. But their fascination with humanity didn't begin with our modern world. It began long, long ago when they first discovered planet Earth. Over 100,000 years ago, the Zhal'vians detected Earth, a vibrant, chaotic world teeming with life. At first, they observed our distant ancestors, the early humans. By their standards, we were primitive, struggling to survive in a brutal environment. But what struck them wasn't our weakness. It was our potential. Unlike other species they had studied across the galaxy, humanity displayed something extraordinary. An ability to adapt, innovate, and thrive despite overwhelming odds. When humans learned to control fire, they saw divinity. When we began to cultivate land, build shelters, and create tools, they saw evidence of a unique force at work. Over time, their curiosity turned to admiration. While other species stagnated, humanity kept evolving. We weren't just surviving, we were shaping the world around us, bending nature to our will, and creating art, stories, and systems of meaning. To the Zhal'vians, this was nothing short of miraculous. The Zhal'vians built an entire belief system around us, one they call the doctrine of potential. They see humanity as the embodiment of a universal force, a force that drives chaos into order, turns weakness into strength, and transforms dreams into reality. Their temples are filled with what they consider sacred relics from Earth. Ancient tools, fragments of buildings, even pieces of modern technology are displayed as holy artifacts. They meditate on these objects, studying them to understand how humanity achieves what they call, quote, the impossible. But their worship goes beyond mere observation. Every Zhal'vian is encouraged to make at least one pilgrimage to Earth in their lifetime. Disguised among us, they walk our streets, live in our cities, and immerse themselves in human culture. For them, these experiences are sacred acts, moments where they can witness divinity in action. What do the Zhal'vians learn from us? First and foremost, they see us as the ultimate creators. Our ability to imagine something that doesn't exist, a symphony, a spacecraft, a vision of equality, and then make it real is what they consider our most divine quality. They also admire our emotional depth. To them, our capacity to feel love, anger, joy, and grief is evidence of a richness that most species lack. Our imperfections, our conflicts, our mistakes are not flaws to them. They are the marks of a species that is alive, growing, and learning. But perhaps most importantly, they learn resilience. Humanity, they believe, is defined not by its struggles, but by its ability to overcome them. Every disaster we survive, every challenge we face adds to their belief that we are destined to transcend our limits and achieve something truly cosmic. So why does this matter? Why should we care about an alien species that reveres us? I mean, aside from vanity's sake. Because in their belief, we find a mirror. The Zhal'vians see in us what we often fail to see in ourselves: potential. We live in a world that often focuses on what's wrong, our conflicts, our divisions, our failures. But the Zhal'vians remind us that we are more than the sum of our flaws. We are creators, innovators, survivors. They believe we are destined for greatness. And maybe, just maybe, they're right. So, in closing, I'll leave you with this thought. If a species from another world can look at us, at our messy, imperfect, beautiful lives, and see something divine, maybe it's time we start seeing it too. So thank you for joining me on this episode of Descent into the Rabbit Hole. And remember, the truth is often stranger and darker than fiction. Until next time, keep questioning, stay curious, and don't be afraid to venture a little deeper.